ETours Russia. Today Moscow celebrates 874th anniversary. The celebration is going to be for 2 days and it's set on Saturday and Sunday. We are in VDNkh, which hosts the main festivities prepared for local people. They're all for free. Believe it or not, the idea to celebrate Moscow birthdays comes from the 19th century, quite, let's say, ancient. Well, in the year 1846, the Russian intellectual movement representative Slavophiles, who had been claiming that Russia had been developing on its own way without no influence from Western Europe, published a note in the local newspaper about the fact that Moscow was turning 700 years old. The publicity loved it and they thought it would be nice and positive to organize birthdays, so the program was planned easily and in a very short period of time. Initially, the festivals were planned to happen on spring in the year 1947. A 3-day program of celebration included a church ceremonies, then the reception in Moscow University with a dancing ball, and the festivities for common people. The final decision was made by the Russian Emperor Nicholas I. He wanted to change the time and the program, so the first birthday was celebrated in such a way. It was only 1 day, and it happened to be on the 1st of January in 1847. 100 years later, imagine that it was a completely different system in the state, the Soviet Union with the capital in Moscow. They were grandiose celebrations of the 800th anniversary of Moscow. And at that time, in the year 1947, on the day of celebration, our 7 sisters or 7 skyscrapers of Moscow were laid out in the city. And since 1990s, the celebrations of birthdays of Moscow would be on 1st or 2nd Saturdays and Sundays of September. Unlike the other years I've mentioned, it's not the anniversary. Moscow turns 874 years old, and for that reason, the local government decided to organize moderate festivities for local people and not a big shows. Well, most of them are hosted by the local museums and parks, and one of the main is organized in VDNkh Park. Moscow birthdays are celebrated with great gifts for local citizens, so everything which is organized in the state places, museums and parks is for free for them, as well as they can get to these places for free because some types of public transport doesn't charge you on these days. The main theme of the celebration in Moscow Park VDNkh is Moscow Friendship. The pavilions of the park are hosting different events. It can be a classical music concert or even different type of workshops. So you can participate in a workshop of graffiti or take part in the championship of unmanned aircrafts. Azerbaijan Pavilion runs its own event. Well, here you can taste their famous, I would say, legendary tea, Azer Chai, and also participate in different workshops which will tell you the history of their place and also their traditions. The part of the celebration of the city's birthday close to the Azerbaijan pavilion is kutabi making. So it's actually a dao with the greeneries or cheese inside. And I got one with greeneries, and as you see, I couldn't wait and tasted it already. Very nice. City Farm of VDNkh also prepared a special gift for Muscovites. All of the family members can come here and participate in special workshops organized for free. Also, they can visit the greenhouses and feed local animals. City Farm is an exceptional place where your kids or the kids of the local citizens who were born in Moscow, have never been to village, to get acquainted with the village lifestyle and also to get acquainted with the special animals living in the village, including the goose, including the dogs, including goats, cows, and so on and so forth. Well, here they can not just communicate with them, but also be taught with the way how to communicate with them. Also taught with the way how do they produce eggs and milk. By the way, eggs and milks which are produced in the city farm are going straight to the local cafe, and from these products they create different dishes for the visitors. Our release of the celebration of birthday in Moscow. I hope that once you can come to this place and celebrate it with us. And for now, let's learn one thing, how to say I love you Moscow. Moscow would be Moskva, I love you would be Я люблю тебя. And altogether, Moskva, Я люблю тебя.